everyone, it's Tracy here from Cheeky Journals. Welcome back to my channel. This year I've made 3 Christmas journals, so I thought I'll just do a quick flip through of all of them in case you are making your own Christmas journal this year and you would like to get a few ideas. I hope this will be helpful. Otherwise, if you see anything that you love, I have listed them in my Etsy store, so if you would like more information on them, I'll leave a link down below and you can check it out. So all 3 journals have been made with fabric. So it's got a fabric cover. This one's made out of white fabric with a few silver Christmas trees, and I've actually used this fabric also for my own Christmas journal this year. And then I've got some music paper on there, a Christmas card. This is a Tim Holtz flash card and it closes up with some sari silk. It's not been bound into the journal, so you can easily remove it if you don't like it or use it for something else. And then I've got some tabs on here. It's some Christmas tabs with some Christmas ribbon and then some fabric. This fabric is actually Tim Holtz fabric. It's also what these journals have been made out of. And I try to stick to the color scheme with the greens, the reds, just to tie in with the cover. And I've also got some white in there. And all of the journals have been sewn around. And then these 2 have been made with Tim Holtz fabric. So it's nice how it turned out that not both covers are exactly the same, but it's got similarities. So these ones close up with some twine, and this twine's been bound into the journal. So you just to make sure that you don't really lose it. It's so like thin. And then I've just added a Christmas tree charm on this one. Again, with a lot of tabs. I was able to add more tabs to these journals just because of the color scheme. I've got more to work here with, like the blue, the green, the red. We've got some beige, white in between, and I really love how this turned out. I actually made a very similar Christmas journal for myself last year that I used, and it worked so well, so I decided to make 2 more this year. This one's got a snowflake charm on, and again with some lovely tabs, and that's the back. So I'm going to, I think, move all of this to the side, and then we can do a flip through of each. We're going to flip through this journal first, and I thought I'll just give you a close-up look so you can see how it looks without the sari silk. Opening it up right on the front, I've got a pocket with an index card, and all the journals have been lined on the inside with scrapbook paper. I have these number cards paper clipped to the pages. They go from 1 to 25, but this batch here only goes to up to 5. So I've put them in groups of 5 throughout the journal. And if you journal daily, I thought these would be lovely to use as date cards. Otherwise, if you don't do that, but you've got an advent calendar, you can add that into the journal, and at the back maybe write what item you received in your advent calendar, depending on which advent calendar you've got. Whoa, I've said advent calendar quite a lot there. This is a tag made out of Tim Holtz wallpaper. And then I have put an alpha card on there with a C for Christmas, and right at the top I've got some sari silk. In this pocket I have a beautiful journaling card. It looks very vintage. It's not authentic vintage paper, but it's got that feel. And then in this pocket I have more tickets and labels. I love cutting those labels apart and using them as is. You can also use them as a tab going over from the one page to the next. And then I also have a journaling card there. Most of the ephemera's been paper clipped or added into pockets, so you can remove it if you don't really like it or if you want to move it to a different spot in the journal. These cards are going from 6 to 10, and as you can see the numbers have a shine to them, so they've been embossed. and I just love the images on these cards. The ledger paper also folds open so it becomes a larger page to work on. And then this bunch is going from 11 to 15. Mostly in this journal I've got scrapbook paper, tea stained paper, some graph, ledger, book, music, and also some piano roll paper. And I specifically love the scrapbook paper on the left. So I would say this journal is mainly a woodland theme. It's predominantly got blues and greens in with some touches of red just to warm it up. And I have 2 pockets here with tags in. I haven't placed any twine on those tags, but you can definitely do it. It will hang out the journal, but I know some people love those extra layers. And then this bunch is going from 16 to 20. I am actually going to use these cards in my own journal this year because I just love them so much. I am going to now struggle to find my page because I decided to do this bit on voiceover. It was just so hot on this day. I started off doing a real-time video, so you'll see the intros of course in real time, but then it just got boiling hot, very humid, so I decided to open up the windows and you get a lot of noise from the outside. So I thought I'll better do this on voiceover. So if you see papers flying around, it's the wind. Right in the middle of each journal, I've got a pocket here made out of tracing paper, and I've just added a journaling card and a ticket in there. This book page is from a little golden book, and I've just added some lace at the top. I've got a fabric flip here with some lace again right at the top. I love that lace. And the fabric is from Tim Holtz. Basically most of the things in this journal is from Tim Holtz, except the paper that I've used, but the ephemera and the fabric, most of the fabric is except the fabric that this journal's covered in. I've got a coin pocket here with a few things in. So I've got some labels. These are stickers, so you can just peel them off and stick them. And then I've got some used Christmas postage stamps. And then also some tabs that I've made out of the leftover scrapbook paper. And these scrapbook papers have a print on both sides. And again we've got the ledger paper that folds out here, and then I've made a pocket with that old German text, and I've added some ephemera pieces, and I've also decorated the pocket slightly. Another pocket here with a journaling card and a Tim Holtz flash card, and it's attached with a small paper clip so that can be removed. And this is the last bit of numbers going from 21 to 25. And I absolutely love the music paper there in the background. It is authentic vintage music paper. I got it from a really old book. And the color that you see on there, I haven't tea stained it. It's naturally this color. And some of the pages even have markings on where somebody's made notes. So it's really special, and it's getting a little bit less, so I am very protective over it, but you'll always find paper, I suppose. And then this journaling card I've made out of different layers, and I've just done some sewing on the side. So we've got some music paper there, a card, a ticket, and a doily, and everything's been printed on cardstock. Then right at the back of the journal, I've got another pocket. I've added a lot of pockets, and the pocket's been made out of the same Tim Holtz wallpaper. And then I've got some journaling cards in there, and it's got a print at the back, but you are able to still write on it and tip it in, or you can just stick it in, make tags out of it, or use it in another journal in another year, another Christmas journal, maybe for next year. Then this is the next journal that I'm going to flip through. It's the Tim Holtz fabric, and I've got that twine around there. You can make that slightly shorter if you would like and trim it. I usually make it a bit longer, so you can always cut it shorter, but you can never make it longer again, so I always just keep it long. Again, we've got the scrapbook paper on the inside cover, and then we've got a pocket there with another index card. Now, I would say that this journal mostly have red and green in it with touches of blue. And these are also those number cards going from 1 to 25, and it's from the same brand of scrapbook paper but a different paper pad. So the papers in here are different from the previous journal that I've just showed you, but it's got some similarities in like the style and the paper and things like that. But it's not done in the same order, and it's got a few different pieces of ephemera. So we've got that pocket with the tickets, and then this tuck spot with the journaling card. This pocket contains the same things as in the previous journal, so I'm not going through that. And then this is a double pocket, so at the back I've got this journaling card, and then right in the front is a smaller pocket where I've added these tickets. And then in this pocket we have some journaling cards. Those two can be separated, but I just kept them together so you've got that room to play with. And then again we've got the restaurant docket and the labels, and those labels they are stickers, so that works nice that you don't have to always add glue. These cards are going from 6 to 10, and you can see that the images are definitely, it's a different style compared to the previous one. The numbers are not embossed, but these cards have some glitter on them. Now the glitter doesn't come off, thankfully, because that is something that I absolutely hate, is when you buy something and the glitter starts falling off. But these definitely don't, so I was very grateful for that. And then we've got going from 11 to 15. I love that vintage truck with the Christmas tree on. I think there's also some scrapbook paper in this journal that I've made, I think a tuck spot out of. I think we've actually already gone past it though. And then we've got again the double pocket, different scrapbook paper, but with the same tags. The green tag is different in each journal because I've used a different ephemera piece on each one. This set of cards are going from 16 to 20. Let me know down below in the comments if you are doing Christmas journaling this year. Are you doing it specifically in a journal that you've made for Christmas, or are you just doing it in your daily journal that you always use? Or if you are just too busy to do journaling. We have another fabric flip there that we've just passed, and then again this pocket made with the tracing paper, and then I've got a different journaling card in this one. And right at the top I've added a Tim Holtz flashcard, and I really like that you can see the words on both sides. So another tag, this time I've added an M for Mary. I ran out of C's. And then the pocket with the restaurant docket, just peeking out. I don't really want to go back and fix it, so I'm trying to get everything in the journal. So when I'm done with this flip through, I can just close it up. Then we have that side pocket again with some ephemera pieces in. So you can see those ephemera pieces, of course, are different, and the way that it's been decorated, the pocket. And on the next page, you will see that I've got again that pocket with a journaling card and a flashcard. And then this is the last set of numbers, and I'm just like touching that tab, showing you that I really like that tab. Just it looks like an old ticket kind of thing. I have to say, this fabric is absolutely my favorite, and I've only got a little bit of it left. I actually want to go visit the shop where I've bought this fabric. It's from a local fabric store, and I want to see what other like Tim Holtz fabrics they've got and if they've got any left. So we have another journaling card here. This time I've layered different elements. So instead of the music paper, I've got text. And I've also done some sewing around that one. But I've kept it, you know, have some differences and not having it exactly the same. We've got the pocket and then some journaling cards. And now we're moving on to this last journal, and just trying to show you how the tabs look, getting a better and a closer view and the back of the journal. And this journal is really very similar to the previous one that I've shown you. Again, slight differences in the ephemera, but the layout is pretty much, I would say, the same. So these cards are exactly the same, so I'm not going to show them to you again. I definitely don't want to have you falling asleep in this video. So the things that are exactly the same to the previous journal, I'm not going to go into too much detail and pull it out, but things like that journaling card that are different, I will pull out so you can see how it looks, because I know those finer details are also important. But all of this is still the same type of ephemera and pages. So I think this part is going to go fairly quickly. It's not going to take that long since I don't have to pull everything out. So I think I'm going to leave you here to enjoy the last few minutes, maybe even seconds of this video. I have got these Christmas journals already up in my Etsy store, so I'll leave a link down below if you'd like to get more information. Otherwise, I hope you got some ideas or some inspiration from this video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching my videos, commenting on them, liking them. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.